Well, after the all the pomp and ceremony and the hoopla that was Charlotte, here we now head on to Dover Downs International Speedway for stop number 15 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we are here today for the running of the we're here today for the running of the FedEx 400. As we're set for 60 laps of action on this racetrack here, same amount of laps we had in the 600 at Charlotte, except it's a 1 mile track, not a mile and a half. Same banking, 24 degrees. And this is a track known as the Monster Mile, where the track can chew up cars and spit them out, if you know what I mean. So here we are today. So here's the starting line for this ring event. On the pole, it is Trent Dunham, car number 1, the Sonic the Hedgehog Sega Motorsports Chevrolet. He's alongside the winner at California this season. It is number 17, Jesse Turner. Second row sees Nathan Hudson, who won the pole and the race in the 600 at Charlotte. His second outing with the Interstate Battery sponsorship on that number 18 car. He's alongside the winner at Talladega. It is number 59. It is Zachary Fitzwater. Third row, Joshua Osborne in car number 10, and beside him, car number 14, it is Matt McIntyre. Going to row number 4, we see Quentin Moore, who won at Texas this season. He's alongside car number 70. It is Cat Batson. Fifth row sees Kate Anderson and Zach Rogers. Zach won this season at Atlanta, and both Kate and Zach will be carrying in-car cameras in today's race. Going to row number 6, we see Mitchell Collins in car number 12, the Pennzoil Dodge. He's alongside number 84, Cassie Dent in the Harley Quinn Suicide Squad Ford, excuse me. Going to row number 7, we see Levi McIntyre, who won at Nashville this season, and Jessica Shelton, car number 11. She won this season at Martinsville. Going to the next row down, we see car number 4, William Brock in the Synovus Bank Chevrolet, and beside him will be car number 30. It is Ryan George, driving the Pittsburgh Steelers Chevrolet. Next row, Mason Wood in 52, and car number 97, Zach Winkle. Next row down sees car number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Ford. He won the season at Homestead. He's alongside car number 41, Taylor Gertis. Next row, Kev Shear in the Liberty Mutual Emu and Doug Sheets Chevrolet, car number 69. Kev won the season at Richmond. He's alongside Cole Deaver in the GM Goodrich Wrangler Chevrolet. Next row, Jordan Anderson in number 91, the Mopar Dodge. He's alongside car number 03, Charles Sanford in the Manila Coke Chevrolet. Next row has Keith Batson, another one of our in-car cameras, car number 39, the Napa Auto Parts Ford. He won the season in the Daytona 500. Flanking him outside is Nikki Martinez in car 42. She's on the outside. Next row down has the winner at North Wilkesboro, Kyle Matthews in number 9, the Mellow Yellow Pontiac, and number 5, Phil Parker in the Quaker State Chevrolet. Next row, Ty Denton 76, and number 16, the only two-time winner season so far, Johnny Gardner, the Crowley Foods Chevrolet. He won at Bristol and Rockingham. Next row has number 48, Jay Jefferson, and number 20, Cole Baker. Next row down has car number 19, Rob Evans, and beside him will be car number 8, Matt Haas, who won the Winston All-Star race this season at Charlotte. Next row, Jake Emerson in 01, and number 22, Dylan Poteet. Next row down has number 24, Tyler Deaver, and number 43, Mike Becker. And starting shotgun in the field will be car number 44, Angel Navarro, and number 25, Seth Cole. So here comes the command to fire the engines here at Dover.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
So the field begins to roll off a pit road here. We will be back for the green flag here for the FedEx 400 right after this. Back at Dover Downs International Speedway here. The field's now rolling through turns 3 and 4. Pace car will duck off on the pit road. One of the most treacherous pit roads we have in the circuit, too. And the pit speed limit at Dover is 35 miles an hour, by the way. So very, very slow here, I should say, for a 1 mile racetrack. As going to start finish line, Trent Dunham leads them down. We're looking for a green flag, and they did it. We're racing at Dover. turn 2 is usually not so bad though, but turn 4 is usually the trouble spot at Dover. If you've watched our series in the past though, you know turn 4 is always a trouble spot at Dover. And everybody got through turn 4 okay as they complete the first lap. Trent Dunham led the first lap of this race here. Hudson in second position. Third is now Osborne. Fourth, trying for fourth, is Quentin Moore. And the yellow flag is already out for the first time here today as they complete lap number 2. And it's Seth Cole, 25, who's crashed, looks like. You see a big donut mark on the tire. And I see Jake Emerson, Dylan Pote, and Johnny Gardner involved as well, too. Pote was the points leader coming into this race at Dover. Not by much over Kyle Matthews, though. And boy, ever since his win at Bristol, Johnny Gardner's had nothing but bad luck. Started from the pole, if you remember, started from the pole at Talladega and blew up at the green flag. That's just been Gardner's luck since his win at Bristol. Sadly for him, though, is that Crowley Foods Chevy will now follow behind the 48 car of Jay Jefferson. Let's take a look again as to what happened to cause the first yellow flag of the day to fly. Happened in the back of the pack. We said turn 4 is a trouble spot. Here's classic proof. Ty Deaver looked like he was clear of Jay Jefferson, and he wasn't. And Emerson hard in the wall. Gardner goes into a spin with there. Matt Haas hits him. Cole Baker goes by. Oh, and there's where Poteet crashed, and Mike Becker was involved as well, too, in the 0-3. And Seth Cole, looks like he got his damage from an earlier ordeal, looks like. Well, and I lied. We didn't get through turn 1 okay on the first lap. Seth Cole got his damage from Angel Navarro and Dylan Pote, I should say. And in that case right there, Becker did a good job missing that crash, though. But as you saw in the second lap, though, he wasn't so fortunate the next time. And there's number 44. Yeah, Navarro, I don't think he got much damage on number 44. Well, he got a little bit of a mark there, but not as much of a mark as Seth Cole got, sadly for him. And there is Navarro, there's Haas, there's Becker, all coming off pit road. So 1 lap until we get back to green flag here. Trent Dunham is your leader. Second position is Nathan Hudson. Third is Joshua Osborne. Fourth is Quentin Moore. Fifth right now is Jesse Turner. Sixth is Kate Anderson. Seventh right now is Zachary Fitzwater. Eighth is Mitchell Collins. Ninth right now is Matt McIntyre, and Kat Batson runs in 10th position. 11th is Levi McIntyre. 12th is Cassie Dent. 13th is William Brock. Zach Rogers 14th. Jessica Shelton rounds out the top 15. She's in 15th position. As the field comes through turns number 3 and 4, Trent Dunham will lead him down to the start-finish line here for the restart on lap number 7, as we still have 54 laps remaining here at Dover. Keep an eye on the lap traffic here because they can play somewhat of a hindrance to the leaders here, and the front 3 cars get away okay, but Emerson holds up a pack of cars here. Now Joshua Osborne goes up underneath Nathan Hudson for second place, and he'll try to take it off turn number 4. Yeah, somebody snuck a side cam on the Matt Haas car, looks like. But anyway, there's the field there. There's a look from the copter cam. 3 wide right there between Dylan Young, Ryan George, and Zach Winkle. Now Winkle all gets through. Martinez will get through. There's Cole Deaver in the 3 car. He'll get through. And whoa. 91 car, Jordan Anderson, gave Cassie Dent a bit of a tap right there. Says, out of my way, Cassie, I'm on my way to the front. That's the way it looks like on the racetrack right now here as they come off turn number 2. As DOVER and Ryan George will both make the bit of a hookup right here. And now they get by Jesse Turner, the outside pulser for this race here. Turner's falling way back. In number 17 car, he was clocked in the 17th spot the last time by. DOVER running 18th. Now he'll take 17th away from Turner as they come off turn number 2. Nikki Martinez making her way through the field right there. She gets by Zach Winkle and Kev Shearer. And now William Brock tries to find a weakness from Jessica Shelton. Brock running in 13th position, Shelton in 12th. And Mason Wood in 52, see him up ahead. Mason Wood has been qualifying better this in the last few races this season so far. Has been getting some solid runs here, and actually, I think he got a top 10 a couple races back. I'm not sure which, but you see Cassie Dent slowing the track on the apron of the track here. But back to Mason Wood though, he's been running strong. He's been running strong the last few races here. Has been qualifying better, as has a guy ahead of him, number 12 Mitchell Collins in the Pennzoil Dodge. He's been strong too. So Dodge giving those two teams a couple of. Those two teams some support here as well too. It's been no secret out of the Dodge camp. Dylan Potte's been the best car of the bunch, but still, these two drivers here, Collins and Wood, have been getting some support from the team as well too. Up ahead, Angel Navarro. He's up on the high side of the track here. Navarro not on the lead lap. He's in 36th position right now. As Shelton and Rogers both go by, as does Martinez. Or Martinez actually tries to go by. There she is in 42. That is Navarro's teammate, by the way. Martinez will get through. And Nathan Hudson's slowing the track here. Hudson in the 18 car. Something happened to him. Oh, he's slowing the track. He was running 4th. The man who started from the pole and won the 600 at Charlotte, and he is stalled on the track. Hudson was running in 4th position when this happened too, and he's on pit road now. So obviously some mechanical failure on the number 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet, and now Quentin Moore's now taking second position. Joshua Osborne's now 3rd. And here comes Moore for the lead on Trent Dunham now. Kate Anderson now takes 4th position, and 5th now is Zachary Fitzwater in 59. Fitzwater, by the way, the best of the Dodge camp right now. The Dodge is running in the field right there. There he is in the 59 Marina Fox Foundation car, the car that won Talladega this season. Running behind him, Kat Batson in 6th position. 7th is Levi McIntyre. 8th right now is Mitchell Collins. 9th is Mason Wood, and Jessica Shelton has now entered the top 10. She's in 10th position now. And here comes Quentin Moore to the low side. Moore for the lead on Trent Dunham. As they go through turns number 3 and 4, they're going to be side by side off the 4th corner now. Osborne watching all this from third position, having a good time watching this too, I would imagine. Quentin Moore finally falls in behind Dunham now and decides to give him another try here, maybe somewhere along the line. Moore tries it again off turn number 4 here. He gets alongside of Dunham now, but nothing doing again here. So Quentin Moore has given Trent a couple of shots here, but to no avail at this point. Moore to the low side again off turn number 4. Trent slams the door on him this time again. Here comes Quentin up the track, down the low side again. Dunham up the track here. Come off turn number 2. Osborne trying to figure out who he wants to go with here. He'll go with Quentin Moore. As they come off turn number 4 here, Moore has the slight advantage off the 4th turn. Trent fights back on the outside. Trent leads that lap by a half a car length. And now Moore comes in the low side again. This is a great battle we're having for the lead here. 3-way battle, I should say. Osborne is very much a part of this too here in the number 10 car, as he now goes low on Dunham, and now Quentin Moore takes the lead. Quentin Moore trying to become the second two-time winner of the season so far in this season here. Johnny Gardner, we mentioned, is the only one who's won twice. This season we've run 14 races. We have had 13 different winners here. Cars out of racing. It was a valve problem that's knocked Nathan Hudson out of the race here. Johnny Gardner and Dylan Poteet also out of the race. So Poteet with a definitely not needed last place finish for that number 22 Caterpillar team. And meantime, new member in the top 5 position now. Here, how about Mitchell Collins moving his way through the field now? Number 12 Pennzoil Dodge gets by Cat Batson. Now chases down the 88 car of Kate Anderson. From the back end of Anderson's car, we see Collins in that bright Tweety Bird yellow Pennzoil car. As from the back bumper of her car, now we jump inside with Kate, and you see that threesome just up ahead of Kate right there of Quentin Moore, Trent Dunham, and Joshua Osborne. Anderson runs in 4th position right now as she is trying to close up on that front, and she actually is closing on that front 3 cars there. So we may have possibly a 4, 5, maybe 6 car battle for the lead possibly here in just a few laps from now. And now Cat Batson gives Mitchell a bit of a bump right there, and now she goes by. So car number 70 of Cat Batson moves back up into the 5th position. Collins down to 6th. Levi McIntyre watching all this from 7th spot here. Again, 8th is Fitzwater, 9th is Wood, and 10th is now Shelton. Nicky Martinez runs in 11th position. 12th is Zach Rogers. 13th is Jesse Turner. Ryan George running 14th. 15th right now is Cole Deaver. 16th is Matt McIntyre. Now Matt tries to go up underneath Deaver's car. Deaver's car slipped a bit going through turns 3 and 4. Matt tries to go up underneath him now for position. There he is in 14. Deaver stays ahead of him for the time being. And William Brock way up the track in the number 4 car. Now Jordan Anderson goes low. That is for position. Brock in 17th. Anderson in 18th. Jordan Anderson, that is. He's no relation to Kate, by the way. Cassie Dent, you see her in the 84 car. She's not on the lead lap. She's 37th position. She is 3 laps down. Here, Cassie Dent's 3 laps down here. Jake Emerson and Angel Navarro both 2 laps down at the moment here at Dover. And Mason Wood got slipped up the track right there. So did McIntyre, but McIntyre falls in behind car number 12 of Mitchell Collins here. Now Cat Batson tries to go up underneath Kate Anderson for 4th place. Ford versus Chevrolet here in this pack right here. Meantime, Quentin Moore still holds the lead there. Joshua Osborne now runs in 2nd position here. Osborne won this race last season. Talk about fans of drivers in all of NASCAR here. These are two of the kind of, I don't know if you want to say obscure, but here NASCAR fans here, seeing as how they like they're fans of different drivers than you usually would hear answers wise. Like you'll mostly hear Jeff Gordon, you'll hear Dale Earnhardt Jr. Drivers like them though, and sometimes Chase Elliott. But these two guys, as you see Osborne going for the lead here, are fans of somebody different here. Like in Quentin Moore's case, he's a big fan of Morgan Shepherd and Joshua Osborne, well, as evidenced by the paint scheme of probably his favorite truck driver of them all. That's Jennifer Jo Cobb's scheme. This is a Jennifer Jo Cobb scheme that Osborne's driving, though. However, Osborne likes a lot of the other drivers in NASCAR, too. A lot of drivers, I should say, in NASCAR. In Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks there. But then again, who doesn't he like? That's about the question. It's a better question in that case if you know him. And there's some guys Quentin Moore likes too. But Morgan Shepherd is his #1 driver as well. Osborne, meanwhile, I was talking about all this, takes the lead. Quentin Moore goes to second position now, and he tries to go back underneath. Osborne says, I saw you take the lead. I want it back. And now Moore goes to the low side through turns number 1 and 2, but no dice for the moment there. Moore stays on the back bumper. Trent Dunham watches all this from third position here. And now we got a gaggle of cars here. Levi McIntyre goes up underneath Mitchell Collins for position here, and Collins is going to get freight trained on the outside of the track. Excuse me. But McIntyre runs right now in 7th position. They're up ahead again. Mitchell Collins in 6th and position, and Cat Batson in 5th. In the meantime, battle developing between Zachary Fitzwater and Jessica Shelton. That is for 8th place there, and Shelton moves Fitzwater up the track. Says, "Out of my way, Zach," and Jessica will take 8th position away. Nikki Martinez follows behind her. So now seeing the ladies coming up through the field now here. In fact, we got what? In fact, I almost want to say 4 of the ladies are in the. Yeah, we got 4 of the ladies in the top 10 right now here. You got Kate Anderson running in 4th position. Kat Batson in 5th. Jessica Shelton in 8th. And Nikki Martinez in 9th. Right now, the only girl not in the top 10 is Cassie Dent, who is, as we mentioned, is 3 laps down. And battle for the lead again here. Here comes Quentin Moore inside of Joshua Osborne, and Moore takes the lead back. In number 89, he'll move to the low side, and he'll take the lead. Come off turn number 4. That completes at number 42. We have 18 to go. And crossover move. Osborne goes back low, and he takes the lead now from Moore. And while that's going on, Trent Dunham closing. That's letting Trent Dunham right back in the race right now. The number 1 car. Those two don't watch it here. As they come through the 3rd and 4th turns now, and Jake Emerson up ahead in the 0-1 car. He could play a bit of a factor here. Off the 2nd turn here, Emerson in 0-1 there. He makes room for both Osborne and Moore. And Emerson gives Moore, but Emerson gets loose. Come on turn number 4 here. Moore saw that. And now Trent Dunham gets trapped behind the 0-1 U.S. Army Jimmy John's Chevrolet. So everybody getting themselves situated back in line right here. Here, Mitchell Collins now moves back up in the 5th position now at number 12. And Nikki Martinez, meantime, has gotten around Jessica Shelton. That's for 8th place. Mason Wood running in 10th position. Jesse Turner moved his way up to 11th position. Fitzwater's in 12th. 13th is Rogers, darn pace car. 13th is Rogers. 14th, matching his car numbers, Matt McIntyre. And 15th right now is Ryan George. There, 16th is Jordan Anderson. 17th is William Brock. 18th is Zach Winkle. 19th, Kev Shearer. And 20th is Cole Deaver with Charles Sanford behind him in 21st. Charles won earlier this season at Sonoma, California on the road course. In fact, we'll be heading to a road course next on the tour at Riverside Raceway. Is where we'll be heading to next on the tour for the Budweiser 400. In the meantime, Levi McIntyre got freight trained on the high side right now as he goes through turns number 3 and 4. Now gets back under and tries to get back up underneath Mason Wood in number 12 car, or number 52 car, I should say. McIntyre's dropped the 9th. Wood, or actually, McIntyre's dropped the 10th position. Wood up the 9th. Jake Emerson still becoming a nuisance to some of those drivers here, some of the leaders in the field here. Meantime, Mitchell Collins trying to get by Cade Anderson for the 4th position now. And meantime, Quentin Moore's taking the lead back in number 89. "52 laps in the books, and we now have 8 laps remaining in this race." There's some of your big names back there. Kyle Matthews and Keith Batson. Batson running 27th. Matthews up ahead of him in 26th position. Not been a good day for those two drivers here at Dover Downs International Speedway, as both of them, those drivers that we mentioned, has won the season. Matthews at North Wilkesboro and Batson in the Daytona 500. Dylan Young, another driver who's not having as much of a good run neither. He's in 23rd. It's about to get passed by Ty Dent in 76. And now Quentin Moore has caught some of the lap traffic here in the form of Matt Haas and Mike Becker. 6 laps to go for Quentin Moore, and he's trying to pull ahead of Joshua Osborne. Now Osborne's caught behind Matt Haas in car number 8, and now number 43, Mike Becker, up on the high side. Osborne trying to close up a little bit again off turn number 4 here. Now Becker and Moore side by side through turns 1 and 2, and Quentin Moore will get by him. Now Osborne tries to catch up on to Becker's car. Goes up on the low side of him now, but that's costing Osborne time though through turns 3 and 4 here, and Trent Dunham trying to maneuver through traffic as well too. Dunham in 3rd position again. And Dunham caught behind the 43 car of Mike Becker. So Mike Becker split the 2nd and 3rd place cars up here, and Osborne is still left with a chance to try to beat Quentin Moore though, but he's running out of time. We're coming down to 3 laps remaining. Quentin Moore won the season at Texas Motor Speedway. He won that event in a classic battle over Angel Navarro. Now Moore's on his way to maybe becoming the 2nd driver to this season to win 2 races this season. He's got 2 laps remaining here, but Osborne is closing up right now in the number 10 car. The margin is 38 hundredths of a second between the front 2 cars. Mitchell Collins, meantime, has gotten around Cade Anderson for 4th position, so the number 12 car may likely get his first top 5 of the season here. The white flag is out. 1 to go for Quentin Moore, but Osborne's right there though. He actually knocked it down to just 8 hundredths of a second off of the last time by. So if Moore doesn't slip though, he may have this 1-1. Through turns number 3 and 4, he comes here off turn number 4, and the Boss Hog Barbecue Sauce Racing with Jesus Ford has done it today. Quentin Moore wins at Dover. So say hello to your 2nd 2-time winner of the season, Quentin Moore, the number 89, Racing with Jesus, Boss Hog Barbecue Sauce Ford. Goes to victory lane here today. Hot and spicy today at Dover Downs International Speedway for Quentin Moore, I guess you might say. But a great dominating performance for him here. And Joshua Osborne comes home 2nd, a much needed 2nd place run for Osborne. I will definitely say that for him and the Driven to Honor team. Third will go to Trent Dunham. Fourth, with a tremendous performance, performance here, Mitchell Collins comes home in fourth position in the Pennzoil Dodge, and we got somebody apparently wrecked here on the cool down lap here. Kate Anderson, by the way, came home in fifth position, and looks like damage to the Seth Cole car. He and apparently he had a log jam though on the cool down lap. They're coming to pit road there. Watch Angel Navarro's car. Yeah, Jake Emerson and Rob Evans were stopped, and then Navarro slams into the back of Rob Evans' car. Here comes Seth Cole. Just plows in the back of Navarro's car. I don't know what that was all about. Seth, I'm sure, pretty frustrated with his performance, though, but... And apparently just wanted to end the life of that car, I guess you might say. But damage also to the hood of Rob Evans' car as well, too. So, there you have it with that. So 15 races are in the books here. Quentin Moore gets his second victory of the season here. Rest of the top 10, Nicky Martinez comes home in sixth place run here. A good run. So two drivers have netted the season best, obviously, too. For Nicky Martinez, it's a career best, a sixth place finish. Seventh will go to Kat Batson, her first top 10 in a long time. Jessica Shelton comes home 8th. 9th will go to Mason Wood, and 10th will go to Levi McIntyre. Jesse Turner comes home in 11th. 12th will go to Zach Rogers. 13th, Zachary Fitzwater. 14th, Ryan George. Jordan Anderson, 15th. The rest of in the top 20, William Brock, Zach Winkle, Matt McIntyre, Kev Shearer, and Phil Parker comes home in 20th. Rest of the field order for you here. Charles Sanford was 21st. Cole Deaver, Ty Dent, Taylor Gertis, Keith Batson, 25th. Kyle Matthews, 26th. Those two did not need those runs here today. Cole Baker, 27th. Ty Deaver, 28th. 29th, Dylan Young. That's going to hurt him points as well, too. Jay Jefferson, Rob Evans, and Seth Cole was the last finishers on the lead lap. 32 cars finished on the lead lap. In today's race, cars over a lap or more down. Mike Becker and Matt Haas both 1 lap down, 33rd and 34th. Angel Navarro, 2 laps down in 35th. Cassie Dent was 3 laps down in 36th, and Jake Emerson was 3 laps down in 37th position. Cars out of the race were Nathan Hudson, Johnny Gardner, and Dylan Poteet. Those are the cars out of the race today because of earlier crashes. Actually, 2 of them was out because of earlier crashes. Here for Nathan Hudson, it was a valve problem, but for all intents and purposes, it was an engine problem for the 18 car. So that will do it here today at Dover Downs International Speedway. Congratulations again to Quentin Moore, the winner of the FedEx 400 at Dover Downs International Speedway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got interests, we got gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Gonzalez for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, also on this channel too, and also be sure to check out some in our online races on this channel as well. So that will do it. So that will do it here today. And for now, this is James Walsh. This has been a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. We will see you on the road course at Riverside.